Hello, my quilting friends. My name is Leah Day, and welcome back to Mini Block Monday, where I teach you how to piece a 3-inch quilt block. So today we're going to make this super cute 4X quilt block. For this block, you will need two 2.5-inch squares in a dark fabric color, one 2.5-inch square in a medium fabric color, one 2.5-inch square in a medium fabric color, two 2-inch squares in the lightest fabric color, two 2-inch squares in white, and one 1.5-inch square in a different medium color. Let's first make our hourglass square blocks. You're going to take your darkest fabric color and medium fabric color, the 2.5-inch squares, place them right sides together. You're going to do the same thing with the remaining dark 2.5-inch square and light square and place them also right sides together. Mark a diagonal line across both blocks. Now take these units to your sewing machine and stitch 1/4 inch to both sides of the line. This is what they'll look like once you get that stitched. Slice the units apart by cutting right along that diagonal line marked in the center. And go on ahead and take the time to press these seam allowances open. Hourglass squares and half square triangles can tend to get really bulky, so it's good to take the time to press all of the seam allowances open and flat. Now to turn these into hourglass squares, place one of the units with the medium blue fabric and top it with one of the units with the lighter blue fabric. You want to stack this up carefully so that the seam line runs down the center and perfectly matches in the middle. Take your time with this to make sure that they're going to match just exactly right. Also make sure not to do it this way, where you have the same dark fabric on the same side. You want to turn it around so that the darkest fabric is opposing itself, kind of like a checkerboard. Once you get these stacked up nicely, grab your ruler once again and mark lines diagonally from corner to corner again. Just like before, we're going to take this to our sewing machine and stitch 1/4 inch to both sides. You can check yourself before trimming to make sure that that seam matches just exactly right. If it doesn't, rip out that stitching and try again. I usually check both sides just to make sure that that join is exactly right, especially when I'm piecing such small units. Now I'm going to cut this apart right along that center marked line and press the seam allowances open. Now you want to trim this unit down to measure 1.5 inches square, but you want to make sure that that center point and both diagonal lines are centered up within that square. You can find a more detailed tutorial on how to piece and trim hourglass squares right here or at leahday.com/HGS. Now let's create a set of half square triangles. Using the 2-inch white and lightest color fabrics, stack these right sides together. And again, grab your ruler and mark a diagonal line from corner to corner. Take this to your machine and stitch 1/4 inch to both sides of that marked line. Here's what it will look like once you get that stitched, and then just simply cut right down that marked line, separating your two half square triangles. You'll do this 2 times to create a total of 4 half square triangles. Press the seam allowances open and then carefully trim these half square triangles to measure 1.5 inches square. You can find a much more detailed tutorial on how to piece half square triangles right here or at leahday.com/HST. Now let's arrange our block. The second medium fabric color goes in the center, and then you have these hourglass squares that have 2 different colors. You want the side that has the medium fabric color to go towards the inside, like so. Take your time arranging all of the units to make sure that they are nicely placed, and then the half square triangles are arranged so that the lighter color goes to the inside as well, with the white going to the outside. Okay, now you're going to piece this together in sets of 3 units. Just piece those together carefully, press the seam allowances open, and then piece the rows together, carefully matching these seams. And here's what it will look like when you get your 4x block pieced. This block will measure 3.5 inches square at this point and 3 inches once you piece it to other things. Now, if you'd like something fun to do with your mini 4x quilt block, check out this cute mini pincushion. This is a bonus pattern. You can find it whenever you join the Quilt Friends Club. You can check it out at quiltfriends.club. So that's it for this tutorial. If you'd like to find more Mini Block Monday videos, click here to find a playlist of them all. And if you'd like more tips on quilt piecing, click here to find a video with my 5 main tips for piecing successfully. And if you'd like to learn even more, I have written a book about piecing. This is How to Piece Perfect Quilts. You can find it on my website at leahday.com/piece. Until next time, let's go quilt.